We're announcing a new set of proposals around vetting of police officers, those officers who are a risk to the public and to their colleagues. At the moment, there isn't a way of removing them, of dismissing them from the office of police constable. So this is about a bespoke way of identifying those officers who can't hold their vetting because of the background checks that are made, and making sure that there is a swift, easy but fair way of removing them from the police service. That hasn't ever happened before, and I think the public will be quite shocked to know that.
On the topic of Ukraine peace talks, Marco Rubio's pulled out of talks. That's led to David Lammy to then pull out of talks. What's going on?
Well, as I understand it, David Lammy hasn't pulled out of the talks. He's hosting the talks. And, of course, this country has a clear commitment to getting peace in Ukraine. President Zelensky is committed to peace. We need President Putin to step up, to have that ceasefire, to commit to the peace talks. The government has recently announced another £330 million to support Ukraine in terms of particularly new drones to help them in their fight. So the talks will be going ahead today, but I'm not able to provide any further comment on that. Those negotiations have to carry on.
He didn't in any way mention that he'd been wrong in the past, nor did he apologise. Should he have done so?
Well, what I know about the Prime Minister is that he always follows the rule of law. And I think the Supreme Court, with their decision last week, set out very clearly what the Equality Act of 2010 actually means in terms of biological sex, not legal sex. And I think that's really helpful. And I think it deals with the fact there's been this confusion over the last few years about this issue.
A confusion that I think he has in large part contributed to. There's lots of quotes I could read you, but I think this one sums it up. He told the Times in 2022, "A woman is a female adult. In addition to that, trans women are women, and that's not just my view, that is actually the law." That statement is wrong.
Wrong, actually, because the Supreme Court said very clearly last week that it is around biological sex. So we know that a woman is an adult female, adult human female. That's what the law says. It's biological sex. And that clarity, I think, is helpful to everybody. The NHS, policing, schools and education, we all need to have that clarity now so we can move forward and put in place the measures that will respect that. And equally, I think we do need to be respectful of those individuals, trans individuals, and making sure that they are supported and they have the services that they need too.
At great confusion, I think that statement makes clear that the Prime Minister, a person in a great leadership position, even when leader of the opposition,